Ladies and gentlemen, they got Zion Williamson in all the headlines right now, ladies and gentlemen. It don't make no sense. This is unbelievable, man, what's going on with him. The New Orleans Pelicans star has announced that he is expecting a baby, and we want to definitely pay the utmost homage to that. I want to hope that this is going to take him and propel him to the next level. Now, I know that you done clicked on this video. You hearing all of the things, the hoopla that's going on. We're not going to get all into that here at Flight Sports. We just going to pertain to more of what's happening with him getting on the floor. We're not going to dive too much into all of the tabloids. This is not Wendy Williams. This is not Charlemagne. This is Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is. Make sure you subscribe for more news updates and more. Now, Zion, has been just missing in action. I would have liked the next time we seen him, would be on the basketball floor, but it happens to be in this situation. More power to him, but it's attracting all kind of headlines. And if you the New Orleans Pelicans, hell, the New York Post, everybody, the Daily News, this thing is getting picked up by everybody. If I'm the Pelicans, I'm looking to move this man. You understand? It's time for change. This is a joke. And it's crazy because give Griffin and them dudes credit in New Orleans. What they have done, since, the Zion situation, re-signing them, they brought in CJ and things of that nature. You need a better face of the franchise. You're going nowhere. Your franchise is on treadmill with this dude, and he need to get on it. You understand? With Zion Williamson needs to get in better shape. It's almost like he just fleeced him. This has been like grand larceny, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I don't know if y'all understand. Zion Williamson took a whole lot of money. This is what I'm saying. This couldn't have happened in New York. Let him be in New York, not available, not around, and you goofing off, you in tabloids, you in headlines. It's not going to be safe to walk the streets. And it's not in terms of, I'm just talking about the heckling. You ain't going to want to be in New York City. They're going to run you out the building. You understand? I'm just telling you. And I just feel like I'm putting pressure on all the city of New Orleans and New Orleans fans. How long y'all going to put up with this? Seriously, the trajectory he's moving, and he's never going to get in shape. It's just one big tease every year. Oh, man, what's Zion going to do? Yeah, this going to be the year, y'all, where he going to be. It's never the year. It's never been the year for Zion Williamson. And now with his name and all this muddy waters, where it's almost like he's the talk of the town, the biggest joke of them all. Everybody's came out and has something to say. And Twitter is just going in a frenzy. I'm not gonna read to you some of the things that's being said over there on that situation, but y'all get the drift. Zion Williamson is an embarrassment to the city of New Orleans, to the New Orleans Pelicans franchise. It's crazy because I was going to talk about Zion Williamson. I was going to discuss how the Pelicans, they are revamping the medical staff. For Zion, see, this is what I'm saying. They trying to do their part, but is he doing his part? I don't think that Zion Williamson is serious about getting on the basketball floor. I think he's serious about getting money. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, this is bad, man, for the game of basketball, when you got these guys, they try to have all these collective bargaining agreements about players leaving it. We need to get a collective bargaining agreement with these guys taking money, and just not being there. Now, it's a difference when you hurt and when you really, this guy is not trying to get back. It looks like he ain't really serious about returning to the New Orleans Pelicans. And that's what I'm alluding to. I think these guys need to get put on notice. I think that some accountability needs to be had, because these guys cannot continue to stink up the joint, not be available when you're there. You on minutes restrictions, and once they start ramping you up, you out again for an extended period of time. Zion Williamson should be ashamed of himself. We thought the injury issues were over, but my oh my, were we wrong? And he's got the city and the Pelicans in the palm of his hands, because they can't do anything without him. That's why they need to get whatever they can get for him. Find a team that's going to go crazy for him, thinking they're going to put him in their system, and he need to go to a situation like Miami. I know that's a long shot, but he need to go somewhere that's going to get his body in the most shape possible, because that's what we haven't seen. I don't know if the people in New Orleans are strong enough to get him to really get himself in shape. You know, there's certain organizations, there's certain people, you know, once you get around and they fold, the playing around is over. You know, it's serious business now. And who's going to bring that out of Zion Williamson to make it all business? No more goofing off about the craft. No more playing. All business now. You know, it's time to take the game to never before seen heights and try to get a championship out here. It's time to win for New Orleans. They drafted him #1 overall. You know, they did not draft him to stink up the joint like this. I guarantee you that was never in the cards. You know, Zion Williamson, man, he got to get back on the floor. And who's to say if they didn't have C.J. McCollum, they didn't have him along with C.J. behind them, that they would have never went all the way or went to the finals. Who knows? You seen clear the Lakers end up in the guy for crying out loud. And that's no disrespect to the Lakers, but the Pelicans was hovering right along with them. So, you know, they dropped the ball, you know, and like I said, we witnessing the consequences of their ball dropping. So it's just, pause. So it's been crazy, man. You know, the Duke product, he's got to step it up. You know, he's got to. He's too talented, you know, and there's no New Orleans legends who could step to him. You know, it's not like he was in L.A. You would have had to deal with Kareem. You feel me? If you're in New York, you're going to have to deal with somebody, you know, somebody going to step to you. You in Miami, you got to deal with Alonzo Mourning. Who in New Orleans that's going to step to him like, yo, what's up? What you doing? Where's the Udonis Haslam on the floor? That's what I'm saying. This is why you need good veterans. The Pelicans don't have that. They don't have legacy. They don't have none of that to fall back on. Who can they call to get this man, you know, he need a conversation. He need to talk with a legend. You know, Zion Williamson need to have a conversation, man. And he need to wake up because I'm telling you, this is how he going to be remembered. And this is very young. Who's to say that he's going to have a full career? He's never hurt. I mean, he's never healthy. So I'm telling you, man, this could be the last days of Zion Williamson, man. I'm telling you, not just for the Pelicans. I'm talking about the NBA. It's that bad. It's that bad. Now you all in the headlines and a whole bunch of mess. You know, I mean, this is an embarrassment to the New Orleans Pelicans, the fans, the city, everybody. Griffin, Trajan, Swin Cash, Teresa Witherspoon. You know, this is a complete embarrassment. You understand? And you are the face of the franchise. They don't put all that money behind you when you ain't really deserve it because they had to. They just had to. Who else were they was gonna get? These small markets is at a disadvantage, ladies and gentlemen. You know, so it is what it is, man. The Pelicans got to make a very tough decision. And I'm telling you, for the benefit, trade Zion Williamson, cut your losses, and, you know, build your franchise, revamp it. Figure we want to go through with B.I., get some pieces for B.I. and C.J., or just blow the whole thing up. It's Flight Sports TV. Peace and love.